Hello and welcome to your practice. Today I have a heart-opening sequence and guided meditation for you. You will need a strap or a belt if you have something with some length lying around your house, and also a yoga bolster or a pillow. So let's get started in our meditation. So come into a comfortable seat. Allow your hands to rest on your lap. You can have your palms either faced up or face down. Gently begin to blink the eyes closed and allow yourself to settle into your posture. Taking a moment here just to become present within the body. Allowing yourself to just be an observer of both your thoughts and of your physical state. Not placing any judgment on how you're feeling in this moment, just simply accepting yourself as you are right here, right now. Allow the sit bones to become heavy as you feel yourself grounding into the earth. And allow your spine to lengthen and the crown of your head to reach up a little bit taller towards the ceiling. Start to deepen the breath. And simply just notice the quality of the breath as it gently travels in and out through your nose. Not placing a rigid structure on the breath, just allowing it to be natural. As you sit here and allow yourself to become more still, I want you to bring your focus into the heart space. Noticing the quality and the sensations of the heart space. So is it feeling tense or tight? Or is it feeling open and free? Notice the first thing that comes up for you when you ask yourself this question. How is my heart feeling today? Start to take your right hand over your chest, over your heart, and allow your left hand to rest on top of your right hand. Taking some time here just to notice the pulse beneath your hands. And as you begin to deepen your breath, see if you can become even more aware of the sensation of the pulse beneath your hands. Continuing to breathe deeply, seeing if you can allow your breath to travel all the way up into your heart. Creating a sensation of openness. Allowing this breath to create space within the heart and to clear out any heaviness that you might be holding on to. And take 3 more deep breaths here. Setting an intention for yourself for this brief yoga practice just to find a sense of openness and lightness within your heart. Slowly start to blink the eyes open. Release the hands from your heart, and from here you're going to grab your strap or your belt. If you don't have either of those, a sweatshirt would work or something with some sleeves, but start to take the strap out. You can unravel it so it's just nice and long, and then you're going to bring your hands about shoulder distance apart, keeping the sit bones rooted down into the earth, and just reach the arms out in front of you, and keeping the sensation open through the heart on your inhale. Just start to reach the arms up overhead, pausing here. Directing your breath into the upper chest, feeling an opening and an expansiveness through the chest. Exhale, slowly start to bring the arms all the way down, keeping the strap somewhat tense, but don't crank on it too much, just enough to feel the muscles working. Inhale, start to take the arms up overhead, taking it a little bit further back behind you, opening up the chest even more. Exhale, slowly start to bring the hands down towards the ground. 3 more times, just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms up, taking the chest a little bit further up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly start to bring the arms back down. 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, slowly start to bring the arms back down. Once more, deep inhale, sweep the arms up. Engage through the belly. Pause here just for a moment. And if you want to take the arms a little bit further apart, you can. See if you can open and expand the chest even more. So as if you're trying to get it to shine up towards the ceiling. Maybe gaze up slightly, or you can even keep the eyes closed if that feels good. Take 1 more deep breath. And then slowly start to bring the arms down towards the ground. You can just ravel up the strap. Toss it over to the side. Now from here, keeping a comfortable cross-leg position, you're going to keep your hands at your knees, but take your left hand to your right knee and bring your right hand behind you. Press the right hand down into the ground and just take a little bit of a seated twist. And as you twist, as you engage through the lower belly, see if you can draw that right shoulder down your back. Soft gaze past your shoulder. Being careful and careful with the twist of your neck. You don't have to gaze too far, but just enough to feel the stretch. Squeeze the lower belly. Take 1 more deep breath. And then come over to the other side. So take your right hand to your left knee. Bring your left hand behind you and just twist. Use that right hand against the left knee. Rotate open to the left. Breathing into the upper left shoulder. Take another deep breath here. And then inhale, slowly start to come back through center. From here, we're going to come into a tabletop pose, hands and knees. I'll let the dogs nap there. So facing either direction on your mat. Hands are just below the shoulders, knees are just below the hips, and just take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, take your gaze up, your belly will drop down. Pause here, feeling the opening in your chest. Exhale, round the chin to the chest, arch through the spine. Deep inhale, take your gaze up, belly drops down, pause. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Take 1 more breath here, deep inhale, gaze up, belly drops down. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Come back into a neutral position. Keep your left hand below your chest. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and pause. Now you can reach your right arm straight up and gaze up, or if you wish to feel more opening sensation in the chest, reach that right arm back behind you. Allow that right hip to open up a little bit more. Now we're going to come into what's called thread the needle. So here you're going to take your right hand, thread it underneath your left arm, and allow the right shoulder and the right cheek to fall onto the mat. You can take your left hand out in front of you, or you can reach your left hand behind you. Take about 5 deep breaths here. Sinking back into the hips if you want. If you had your left hand behind your back, place it back onto the mat. Allow that to assist you to rise back up. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then switch sides. So bring the right hand down towards the mat. Inhale, left arm goes up. Pause here. Straight arm, or you can open up through that heart. Whatever you're doing though, imagine your breaths are always being directed to the chest. Thread the needle, take that left arm underneath the right. Allow the left shoulder and the left cheek to rest. You can bring your right hand out in front of you or sweep it behind. Close the eyes. Take several deep breaths. From here, bring the right hand back down to the mat. Use that to guide yourself back up. Release that left arm back into the sky. And then take the left hand down towards the mat. Now from here, we're going to do a modified, kind of like a child's pose, but we're going to use our pillow or our bolster. So I have to be careful not to hit my my dog. Bring your hands to your pillow or your bolster. If you have a really flat pillow, maybe you can fold it up. And then we're going to take child's pose position, but you're going to let your forearms rest on the pillow and then just let your forehead go down towards the ground. Sink back into child's pose, or you can even keep your butt up in the air if that feels better. Allow your heart to sink down towards the ground. Deep, full breaths. This should feel really good in the front of your body. And you can play around with moving your hands if you wish. You notice the where you adjust your hands on your pillow or your bolster. It will make the stretch more intense in your upper arms and your upper body. So just play around with different options. Take 3 more deep breaths. Take 1 more deep breath here. And slowly start to rise up out of this pose. You can move your pillow or your bolster off to the side. And from here, we're going to come all the way down onto our belly. So for this pose, this is pretty intense on the chest. So practice this one at your own discretion and just move into it nice and slow. But it's really good to open up the upper, like the pectoral muscles and, like I said, the upper chest. So here you're going to start on your forearms, and then you're going to take your right arm out to the right, and you're going to lower it all the way down to the ground. Take your right arm a little bit past shoulder distance, and then place a gentle bend in the elbow. From here, you're going to take your left hand right by your chest, and you're going to use that to roll your body over to the right side. Now, there's a couple different options. You can keep your left leg straight on top of your right, or you can plant your left foot behind you and then allow your body just to rest. So opening up through the right chest here. If this feels too intense, you can take your arm a little bit higher, or you can just come out of the pose. The more you press into your left hand, the more intense the stretch will feel. Take 3 more deep breaths. And slowly start to come back through center. Roll onto your belly. Come up onto your forearms for a moment. Take a brief heart opener in this position. And let's go right into the other side. So take the left arm out to the left. Take it a little bit higher than shoulder distance, and then gentle bend in the left elbow. Use this right hand by your chest to roll yourself over. Feeling that stretch on the left side. So your right foot again can be straight, or you can bend the knee and plant the foot behind you. But again, use this right hand. The more you push, the closer it is towards your body, the deeper the stretch will feel. Don't be afraid to back out of the pose if it feels too intense. And don't be afraid to intensify it if it feels too easy. Listen to your body. Slowly start to come out of the pose, roll on up. Bring both hands underneath your chest. Come into a little baby cobra, bending at the elbows, opening up. Exhale, sink back into a brief child's pose. Clawing the fingertips forward. And then from here, let's come up to a seated posture. Okay. From here, come into cross-leg position, similar to how we started. We're going to do a brief eagle pose just to really work into the shoulders once again. So take the arms out into a T. Bring them in front of you, cross the right elbow over the left, bend at the elbows. So you can stop here with the back of the palms touching, or you can come into the full bind, bringing your palms to touch. Inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, just start to come forward slightly, breathing into your upper back. Inhale, start to come back up. Make goalpost shapes with your arms. Open up through your chest. And then switch sides. So now the left arm comes over the right. Bend at the elbows first. You can stop here, or you can come into that full eagle bind. Inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, come forward and down. Inhale, start to rise back up, release the arms, open up through the chest. From here, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, open up through your heart, and just reach your hands down towards the mat. Allow your chin to come towards your chest. So you feel your shoulders dropping down, maybe close the eyes. Slowly start to release the bind. Inhale, bring your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, slowly draw your hands in towards your heart center. And take a moment here just to pause. Reconnecting with your breath. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.